The Hand That Feeds You starts off right in the middle of the action as Fei Long and Guile are mid-fisticuffs. Guile can't even land a blow and takes that L, but as you can probably guess, yeah, they're shooting a movie. Which, wouldn't that kind of work against Guile's undercover work? In Street Fighter canon, even the cartoon canon, Fei Long is basically this universe's Bruce Lee. He's literally one of the biggest movie stars in the world. I feel like by appearing in one of Fei Long's movies, Guile would become instantly recognizable. He even uses a friggin' sonic boom.
Sonic boom!
Then they push one of my least favorite martial arts tropes, the has the martial arts actor gone soft. At least they kind of give it a unique spin with Fei Long actually being able to admit to himself that he kinda is.
That should have been easier. The flag could be right.
So why the undercover work? Well, apparently there's some kind of drug smuggling operation going on and the Street Fighters are looking into it, and they make it a point to say that this doesn't have anything to do with Bison.
You sure it's not Bison behind this one?
Yeah, for once.
We have ourselves another Shadowloo-less episode. Really cool. I like it when they do these. Really helps break up the series. An added wrinkle to this plot is that Ryu's cousin Sachi seems to have gone missing recently, and of course Ryu's worried. Cut to Sachi in a prison oh my god, she's just Sakura. She's just friggin' Sakura. Keep in mind, this episode aired just 2 months shy of Sakura's official debut in Street Fighter Alpha 2. Like, I have to imagine Graz Entertainment had some kind of access to Capcom behind the scenes, and in much the same way that the makers of the Street Fighter movie did. Otherwise, this is just a hell of a coincidence, but yeah, either way, prisoner. That leads us to Ken and Ryu investigating some docks, which were apparently Sachi's last known whereabouts. They literally stumble onto some human trafficking type sketch and get captured themselves. And Guile's investigations aren't faring much better.
Joy, more helpful folk.
Now, I didn't post this out of context to make it look like Guile's just randomly assaulting people in an alleyway. Literally, these three guys step into frame without saying anything, and Guile just goes to town. I mean, they do end up being bad guys, but that's not the point. Guile doesn't know that in the moment. But like I said, these guys totally end up being employees for our episode villain drug lord, Mr. Singh. And when we're introduced to Mr. Singh, we discover that Fei Long's director, Raymond Wang, actually seemingly runs one of the drug camps and then uses the money from that to fund his movies. Mr. Singh's gimmick is that he's a germaphobe?
Little movies.
Films.
Whatever.
I understand, Mr. Singh. I won't fail.
Some humans touched this fruit! Who touched my fruit? I want this person found and destroyed!
Don't worry, we don't see him for the rest of the episode. Or season. Or series. I'm pretty sure I've talked about Mr. Singh longer than he actually appears in Street Fighter, so... You know, there's that. At this point in my notes, I wrote down Ken's a piece of shit, but that could apply to literally any time Ken's ever on screen, so fuck it. I'm saying literally a lot this episode. I'm pretty sure I wrote it about Ken trying to prematurely escape, on a whim, without telling Ryu, without any regard for the other prisoners, without realizing Sachi's in the camp. Ryu stops him, though.
These guards are gonna care how many other people they take out if we make our move?
Okay, I get it. We'll wait till we figure out a way to get everybody out.
Why, Ken? You can be a decent human being when you put your mind to it.
Meanwhile, Guile's still bumble-lording his way through Hong Kong. Fei Long offers him some help with the investigation in exchange for learning some sick chi powers, so montage mode activate! they visit one of Fei Long's contacts, and she basically spells it out for him. Raymond's dirty. Fei Long doesn't believe her at first, but I mean, like, how can you ignore this symbolism?
Come on. I know Wang. I worked with him for years.
How? You can't! Back at the drug camp, Ken and Ryu signal to Guile, and he and Fei Long get their rescue on. As everything devolves into a big schmoz, Guile suddenly gains the ability to phase through walls.
So much for our cover! Now! Sonic
Guile and Fei Long concentrate on taking out the guards, while Ken, Ryu, Sachi, and her cellmate Midori work on rescuing the other prisoners and securing the way out. Fei Long has his final confrontation with Raymond and unlocks his final ability.
You make me sick, Wang.
Prisoners rescued, the baddies caught, the drug operation stopped, the day is saved. The two girls have a little sploosh at realizing that guy inexplicably not wearing a shirt is famous martial arts movie actor Fei Long.
Sachi, it is Fei Long. I can't breathe. He touched my hand. Midori, Fei Long touched my hand. Did you see? Did you?
While Fei Long decides that he's done with movies and would rather concentrate on getting a higher mastery of the chi energy he was introduced to in this episode. Get good, Fei Long. Get good.
This isn't like making a movie. It's better.
Next time on Street Fighter. T-Hawk? Sawada? Is it my birthday? No, it's keeping the peace.
We await your return, warrior.